See, what we're doing here is we're learning the languages of God. And if we don't learn that, then he could talk to you all day long and you not know what he's saying.
Right.
You do have to kind of go to school on this stuff. We have to learn how to move into the heavenlies with him. Are you seated with Christ in heavenly places? Ephesians 2:6. Raise your hand if you're a Bible-believing believer. Are you seated with Christ in heavenly places? Colossians 3:1. Since you have been raised, set your affections on these things above. In other words, make it be your desire to be in the environment where you have been raised. Make that become your default. Could we move into the scenario and the setting where we're literally we're seated with you in heavenly places? Because from there, our worship will now not only be to God, but now with God in a purposeful expression of what works out of that worship time. Now that you've been with me and you get in the mind of Christ, Scripture says, for you have the mind of Christ, right? Mm-hmm. Now you've been with me, you got the mind of Christ. He says, now I want you to begin to prophesy in your worship. I want you to begin to sing a new song over this people group, over this demographic. Mm-hmm. I want you to speak this into the heavenlies and fill the heavenlies up. But now we're working with God. Listen to this, is a key word, as the Ecclesia of God. What does Ecclesia mean? They're called out ruling ones. You can only rule with God if you spent time with him.
How would you fully know him otherwise? And that is another major shift in thinking about what's possible. And I always have to constantly remind myself that, okay, God does the impossible all the time. And I have to stop trying to put frameworks on him. You know, it's almost like we try and make him manageable to our brain, you know, and oftentimes that shrinks him down.
I think we really have to coach our minds to come to terms with that God is bigger than my mind.